Andy, great to be joined by you as ever. Thanks so much for your time. Let's take a quick look back at Tuesday's win against Shrewsbury Town in front of the Sky Sports cameras and a really well-earned victory on the night, an important 3 points.
Amazing 3 points. I think we actually played not bad, to be fair, after the first sort of 15 minutes where we couldn't get to grips with the game, and then they scored that goal and it caused us a few problems and we caused our own problems. And then I felt once we got to the grips of the game, last 15, 20 minutes and then come out second half, I felt we was really in control, but we still needed to get the goals to break through. Um, and credit to the team, they keep pushing, don't they? And they keep asking questions of the opposition, keep putting the ball in a danger area. And like I always say, something will fall to you at some point. You just got to make sure you take it. So it was a good night's work and a good result. And I felt once we was in front, I thought we controlled the game really well.
Unbeaten over the Easter period as well. That bank holiday weekend, 2 fixtures is often very pivotal, and to take 4 points from those is a real positive.
Yeah, I think I've drummed it into this team since I've been here, and since I've been a manager. People lose sight of the amount of points over a short space of time. Bank holiday weekends, Christmas, all of those moments, 3 games in a week, these possible 9 points. People lose sight of that and how much that can catapult you. A little while ago, I threw the sort of gauntlet out to the guys that there was a Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday week, and I demanded in a professional way 9 points from them, and they delivered. And it's those moments that you've got to make sure that the guys realise what's at stake for the whole week, not just one game at a time, like people keep telling me. You've got to make sure there's a bigger picture always as well. So, to take 4 points over the bank holiday weekend and the way we did it, with the last second goal from George, which makes it feel like a win, it is a good weekend.
I wanted to touch on 2 appearance milestones which were reached in those 2 games. Idris Odeteo and Ben Crowhouse both hitting 100 appearances for the club, and 2 players that you've really, and your coaching staff have invested a lot of time and effort in developing.
Absolutely. Ben's come through our academy. He's been a real good product of our academy. We moved him on to, I said he got brought by Brentford, and he's learning his trade at Brentford and finding his way at Brentford. We brought him back on loan and he's hit 100 appearances and been brilliant for us, Ben. And he'll go back at the end of the season and then he's back to trying to, get closer to Brentford's first team. Idris was released by Fulham. I've been watching Idris for a little while. I felt that the under-21s football was too easy for Idris when I watched him. And he was patient when we took him in, got his chance at Oldham away, I think it was, and we've never looked back with Idris. And if anyone knows Idris, he's a character, so you have to keep on top of him. But he's a superhuman being, and I've got a lot of time for both those boys. But Idris is one of those lads you want around your dressing room. He drives you mad. You want to pull your hair out, but he keeps the atmosphere, bang on, upbeat all the time.
And they've both progressed, haven't they? They're both all, in a sense, gone from being boys to being men now.
Absolutely, and I think that's what we do really well here. We with loan players, with our young players, we put a lot of energy, a lot of effort into them, and a lot of belief into them, and then they have to then do their bit. And those 2 boys in particular have done that, and we've got a batch of boys coming through that are doing it as well.
We had some news last week, and it's broken now across the socials of the club and wider, in that yourself, Mitch Pinnock and Omar Shomi have been nominated for awards at the EFL Awards evening next Sunday. Must be a really lovely moment for yourself and obviously for your players as well, the 2 players.
I think so. I think it's nice to be recognised. I think first and foremost, to speak about the players you mentioned, rightly so. They've been fantastic. Omar's been brilliant. You know how much I've loved Omar since the day I brought him here till when he left. I was devastated and worked very hard to get him to come back here. And I'm delighted for Omar. He's another one that would come here when he first come, from where he was to where he is now. He's a way improved player. So chuff for Omar. And Mitch, look, we knew Mitch's quality. We knew Mitch, how much we tried to get him to sign for us and how hard we worked in the summer. And the chairman must take credit for that. And Mitch has repaid us, tenfold with the amount of crosses and distribution he's done in games. So rightly so, they should both be nominated. And then look, to speak about myself, I'm delighted to be nominated, but I'd be foolish and I'd be lying if I didn't mention that I don't get nominated without my staff putting the work they put in. So that's as much as me being nominated as them. People behind the scenes, and more importantly, my team. I wouldn't be nominated if my team wasn't doing well. So I owe a lot of gratitude to all of those people as well. But like I always say, Matt, we haven't won anything yet, so it's just nice to be nominated.
Absolutely, and very well put. It's been a really busy week, obviously, with that game on Tuesday. How's everything been after that point, leading up into this weekend's match?
Yeah, pretty much like it's always been, mate. I mean, you've been around the place. The guys are not phased. They don't get too high. They don't get too low. There's a lot of smiles. There's a lot, everyone still does their work. We've done some recovery stuff, that I won't tell people what we've done, but we've really made sure we're on top of that, which hopefully in the last few games has helped us. So we're ready to go. An early kickoff. Let's get ready to go to MK Dons, which will be a really tough game, as we know. And Little Bromley are going to big old MK Dons.
We talk about it all the time, the support, but the ticket sales for Saturday are looking great already. And I know that meant the world to you at Barnet, and it means the world to you at every game that the supporters get behind you.
Matt, if I could urge everyone that went to Barnet to go to MK Dons, and if they can take a mate and get a ticket for a mate, I'm telling you, these boys won't let them down. We need them. We need them. And in that big stadium, it's a huge stadium. So we need as much noise with all of those people pushing these boys on. So if you're out there and you're going to go and you're at Barnet and you want to tell a friend and take a friend, please do it, because it's so important for us. I can't stress that enough. These boys thrive on their supporters, and I do as well. And we want them to be as much a part of this journey as they have been right the way through to the very end. So I'd be delighted if they went.
I was going to say, we've got a little guest in the room at the minute. Is this the biggest fly you've ever seen in your life?
Hugest fly, man. That'd be funny. It's got rocks on it, but I wasn't sure if it was a drone. Flying around, I want to zap it.
Cheers, Andy.